For this activity, we're going to use the game database and work with the collection Pokemon. Now notice that I don't currently have that database, and so it's not showing up in Compass. We will be working some in Compass. Mostly we will use Compass to see what things are looking like, and then we'll be working actually in the command prompt to do much of our scripting and many of our queries. The first thing we want to do is add this database. So what has been provided is the .bson file that contains the information for this database. And we're going to be adding that from the command prompt. So I recommend that you save this. I've got it pretty deep in folders, so I'm going to copy it from here. And notice that when you open the command prompt, it puts you in your home folder. And that home folder on a Windows machine looks like this. It's on this PC, on the C drive, under users, and then whatever your username is. Mine's Linda. And since that's where we come up with the command prompt, I'm actually going to go there and create a folder. So what I've done is I've created a folder here, CS3550 Mongo data. That's pretty long because we'll have to type that in, so you might want to choose something shorter. But I'm going to open that and I'm going to paste that BSON file right in that folder. When you installed MongoDB, you got several files, several folders, but way down in the bin folder you have lots of executable files. And these ones are commands that can be used directly in the command prompt to run. Now, if you have added this to the system path, then you can run these from any place at a command prompt. If you have not added it to the system prompt, then you actually have to be in this location in the command prompt to run them. So I'm going to show you how to add this file, add this database to your system in both those ways, one where you've added a system path and one where you haven't. So first I'm going to start with, if you've added that this bin folder to your system path, that was part of the instructions on when you installed it, that you could or could not do. So if you have added that, then from right here we can just simply go to I'm going to change the directory cd. Now these commands are slightly different in a Mac or a Linux machine, but so similar that you'll be able to do them in either case. So I'm just going to change the directory to that CS3550 Mongo data, and I just hit the tab to complete that for me. And now I'm inside there, and if I type directory, if you're in a Mac or Linux machine, type ls to get it, I can see that that file is right there. So now, since I have it in my system path, I can do Mongo restore. So this is what I'm going to do. A .bson file is where a backup copy of a database has been saved, and we can simply restore it. And here we get to say what we're going to call the database, and I'm going to call the database game, and then we can specify, I need 2 hyphens there. And then the next parameter I'm going to put is the name of the collection. So I'll put collection, and then I'm going to call this Pokemon. And then I need to put what file. And here, since I'm in this same location, I don't have to put a path, so I can directly just put the file, Pokemon.bson, game_Pokemon.bson, and click enter. And here it comes up, so that it's working, it's finished restoring that, and it's done. It has 151 documents. And now I can go back to Compass and refresh the databases and see that the game database has shown up. And if I open up there's the Pokemon collection. If I click on that, it shows me the documents that are in this collection. And there we've installed that game database. So now let me do the same thing of how to add this database, this game database, if you have not added that Mongo bin path to your system path. So here I am back at the beginning command prompt where it just has me as the user, and I need to get all the way back to the C drive. And in fact, we can find out where we need to be by going here. We've got to get to those program files and database. Let me see if I can expand that. Yeah. So we need to get back to the C drive program files. So this tells us the path we need to create. So I'm just going to use cd space ... to get me back to users, and then back to the C drive. And then from the C drive, I need to go to program files. So CD, and I just start it and hit tab. And then I need to go to MongoDB. So CD MON, there's MongoDB. And then CD server. And I get that, and then CD 4. And your path might be different, so you just follow whatever path yours is. I forgot to click tab and to get that complete. So then 4, and then CD bin, and there I am. Now I'm finally at that path. And if I type directory or ls, depending on what system you're in, it lists all those files that are there. And now those executable files are available for me to run from right here. So now I can do the Mongo restore just like we did before, and we put the database name is going to be game, and we do -- the collection, and the collection name is going to be Pokemon. But now I'm not in the directory where that .bson file is. So now I have to put the whole path. So I have to start with C:\\, and here's where I go users, /Linda, /CS, 3550, Mongo data, \, and now I can type the name of that file because that's where it is, game_Pokemon.bson, and push enter. And there it goes. It did the same thing. So it restored it. It has 151 documents and it's done. I go back here and refresh, and there that game database shows up with Pokemon as the collection.